Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. This, I think, maybe, is the 100th episode of this entire thing since I started with Poole Town. Maybe. I say maybe because it might be the 99th, the next episode. It's somewhere around there. We are at the end of February and I've probably changed the matches that I was going to show you because various things have happened. League table, importantly, we are sat currently third place in the league table, 1 point behind the league leaders Leicester, who we will be playing today, and 1 point behind Manchester United. So, by the end of this episode, we could be top of the table, or at the very least, second place ahead of Leicester. Since the last episode, we've only played 3 games, and unfortunately, we've only won one of them as well. First up was that victory, a 4-2 victory this time against Everton. Gustavo Ortuzzo with 2 goals, Paul Oakdina with 2 goals. We got all of our goals within 25 minutes. For Everton, Vitaly Smirnov scored in the 5th minute. James O'Connor scored right at the end of the game in the 92nd minute. We also picked up 3 injuries in this game. A rare defeat in the league was next up against Sunderland. Mitch Bosman and German Cordoba gets an own goal, gives them a 2-0 victory in a game where we really should have won. And finally, I'm a little bit annoyed, but also not too annoyed. We end up losing in the FA Cup 5th round against Middlesbrough, thanks to a James Taylor penalty in the 41st minute. Today then, we have 2 absolutely massive games. First up, as I said, first place Leicester. The winner of this will probably go to the top of the table, depending on the Manchester United result. And then we're going to have 9th place Tottenham. So without further ado, let's go straight into the game. By the end of this match, we could be top of the table because Manchester United aren't playing today. I think we are, we're on the Sunday, so Manchester United clearly are playing probably the Monday night football. So, if we beat Leicester in the 1:30 kickoff on the 25th of February 2029, we will move to the top of the Premier League. The starting lineup that we are going to go for in goal is German Cordoba, Boban Stevkovic, Ivan Uricalo and Julian Ortiz are the back 3. Ortiz, he has been recalled from his loan, hasn't actually managed to play yet because he's been unfit. He's still unfit now, but I'm going to give him a game. Wing backs are going to be Markovic and Bassouni. Dennis Montoya and Adam Fenton are going to be in the middle of the pitch. Pasquale Soler, Gustavo Ortuzzo and Paul Oakdina are the strikers. On the bench, we've got Dimmy, we've got Nenad Kampar, and we've got Laki Savic. So we've got kind of 3 strikers on the bench as well. Another thing to mention that I completely forgot. This is our 400th game in charge of, I don't think it's Blackburn, in charge of a football team. This is our 400th game, which is a ridiculous amount of games. And I'm surprised we're only just in the Premier League now, realistically. The first highlight of the game has actually caused a corner for Leicester. Perez take Bentley's there. It's gone all the way through. Nedelku, even him, sure. He's been tackled by Markovic. It's going to be a throw on. Doesn't look like anything's going to come from it. Bassouni with a throw. Oakdina in towards Ortuzzo, just edge of the area. Tries to find Markovic, but can't do it. Forward ball, but Uricalo cuts it out and his kick forward was not great. Cano, Bentley for Leicester to Ribeiro. Ribeiro finds Bentley once again. There's only one player in the box and it is Cano. It is cleared. Ribeiro is going to get it back. Bentley inside the area. He's been tackled by Julian Ortiz, which is a ridiculous tackle. Montoya can get it clear. I think it was Ortiz. It looked, the commentary said Ortiz. Nedelku, Ribeiro. Ribeiro's got the fullback making a run. Grew. I keep looking at this guy because he's actually always transfer listed. Stevkovic heads it clear. Nedelku gets it back. Ribeiro again. Cross to Bentley. Back heel to Perez. Tries to cross it in and it's cleared only as far as Ribeiro again. Bentley has a go and Alfie Bentley has just bust a hole in the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Leicester. 15 minutes on the clock. So far, we have not started this game very well. We are 18.5 minutes in. Oakdina gets the ball to Montoya on the halfway line. Forward, not a great pass. And Leicester can come forward again. No, they can't. Ortiz heads it down. Nedelku, Cano. Is it Cano or Sano? Or Kano? Don't know. Ribeiro takes it to the touchline, crosses it in. Cordoba flaps at it. Perez heads down. Nedelku's there. He's hit it over the bar. Could have been 2-0. We really need to up our game. Corner for Leicester. Into the middle. Alvaro's there. And Pedro Alvaro has made it 2-0. And so far, we've seen absolutely zero action from us. Going to demand more. I haven't done this in a very long time. Cordoba with the goal kick. Ortiz. Forward to Bassouni. Bassouni to Dennis Montoya in the middle. Fenton. Fenton tries to play it out wide, finds Markovic, 2 players in the box. If he can pick any one of them out, Sole is there. Pascual Sole makes it 2-1. Branko Markovic with the assist. Corner for Fenton to take. It's cleared, but only as far as Ortuzo. Stevkovic is there. Urukalo's there. And it is 2-2. Ivan Urukalo and Boban Stevkovic getting the assist for this one. The 2 centre-backs combining. We've had 2 shots, 2 on target, and 2 goals. And it's going to be half-time at 2-2. Paul Oakdina is not having a very good game, so we're going to bring Nenad Kampar on. He's not played too often because he's been injured. So maybe bringing him off the bench is probably the best plan at the moment. Cala with a free kick for Leicester. 5 minutes into the second half. Ribeiro finds Gru. Crossed in. Markovic there can get it clear. Lovely volley. Sole's not going to win the header though. Montoya forward to Sole. Plenty of Leicester players back defending. Montoya gets the ball. Markovic needs to go backwards really. Or he's tried to go forwards and found Sole. Sole across to Fenton. Fenton has got Bassouni. Bit of space, crosses it in. Sole's there at the back post, and we have taken the lead. 3-2 now. Pascal Sole looks like he's repaying his fairly high transfer fee, and it has moved us into first place. 55 minutes. Ortiz with a free kick. Bassouni. Fenton, plenty of space. Kicks forward, finds Sole, heads it across. Ortuzo controls. It's cleared by Cala. Hopefully Ortiz can get there, but he can't. Cano all the way back to Rossi in goal. Building from the back, Leicester, or are we going to put some pressure on the keeper and he's going to bolt it up? Kicked upfield. Urukalo heads it back though. Ortuzo. Sole across to Kampar into the area. Nenad Kampar hits it just over the bar. Corner for Montoya. Out to the edge of the area. Fenton takes a few touches, has a go. He's hit the post, and Ortiz really should have just stuck a foot out, and he probably would have scored. 15 minutes left to play. Montoya is going to come off for Dunn because Dunn's actually a better ball-winning midfielder. We're going to bring on Lakisevic as well for Ortuzo because I want to give Lakisevic some games up front because I'm slowly but surely turning him into a striker. 10 minutes left to play. Corner for Leicester. It's cleared. Din Swiffer has a go and oh my word, German Cordoba. Din Sifwa has scored. He's made it 3-0, but German Cordoba should really be ashamed of himself for that save. Or should I say attempted save? He didn't even try. Into injury time, and it looks like we've got an actual highlight. There's 4 minutes of injury time to play. Forward to Kampar, but he's not going to get there. Lucas kicks upfield. Hopefully Bassouni's going to get there, and he doesn't. Kano for Leicester on the left-hand side. Forward to Cala, who's picked up a yellow card. Plenty of Leicester players in the box, plenty of Blackburn players in the box. Ortiz has missed it, and Diogo Ribeiro has made it 4-3 to Leicester, and we have thrown this away. Final highlight of the game then, it's a corner for Leicester, but Julian Ortiz is going to take that entire defeat on himself because he just did not bother defending for their final goal. Sam Page, I think we should appreciate their efforts. No, assertively, you threw it away. You threw it away. Put in the result. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I mean, you shouldn't be demotivated. You should be. Right, I'm not happy with any of your performances, apparently. So my 400th game in charge of any former football club has ended in a 4-3 defeat. And we've dropped down to third. Well, I say dropped down. We remain in third place in the table. Up next, we've got Tottenham, who are currently 9th, although they do have Middlesbrough later on, so they might move themselves up to 4th. I've just seen how close that is. That's ridiculous. Welcome back. It's time for the Tottenham game, who actually managed to lose their game against Middlesbrough, so they are still sat in 9th place. We are still sat in 3rd place, but we are now 4 points behind Leicester and Manchester United. And Manchester United are playing Norwich, so we could, if we lose this Manchester United win, be 7 points off of the top of the table. Also, our wonder kid centre-back, Ivan Urukalo, is out for 10 days to 3 weeks with a pulled calf muscle, so we now need to work out how to replace him. We are going to do it like this. German Cordoba in goal. Andil Maheo comes in to the back three. Stevkovic moves across to the centre, replacing Urukalo. Abdoulaye Kamara is also going to get a game as the left-sided centre-back. Markovic and Bassouni are the two fullbacks, Fenton and Montoya, both in the middle of the pitch. Sole, Ortuzo and Nenad Kampar are going to be the 3 strikers today. A really exciting 4-4-2 for Tottenham. They've only got 2 real players. Davison Sanchez. Nope, sorry, 3 real players. Vallejo didn't look like he was real then. They got Vallejo, they've got Davison Sanchez, and they have Di Marta, who is ridiculously good. And by ridiculously good, I mean he scores a lot of goals. He's played 158 games for Tottenham, scored 43 goals. And annoyingly, he's going to AC Milan. I could have done with him. Can we end our run of 3 defeats in a row? All that stands in our way is a very strong Tottenham side, so chances are, probably not. 20 minutes in, and we've got a corner. Fenton takes the corner, out to Montoya. Ortuzzo, edge of the area, takes a spin. In the centre is Kamara, but he is offside. The linesman is waving his flag. Abdullah Kamara, I think that would have been his first goal for the club. 24 minutes on the clock. Cordoba with the ball in his hands, rolls it out to Kamara. Kamara forward to Dennis Montoya, the Costa Rican, finds Bassaouni, the Egyptian, forwards to Sole, the Spaniard, I believe, into the area, has a go, and there Cordoba makes a save. We've both got a Cordoba in goal. Fenton takes the corner. Kamara's there once again, it's just over the bar. Well, ball bags. Ortuzzo's going to have to come off injured. We're going to have to bring on Dimmy. This is not ideal. Right, Kampar can play in the middle, because Kampar's probably the better striker. 38 minutes, Di Marta doesn't get it. Maheo, back to Cordoba, kicks upfield. Not the best kick upfield, to be honest. Going to say clearance. Gustafsson to Vasquez. Vasquez crosses it in. Markovic isn't going to get there. And at the back post is Fabian Trevino, which is, as I've said before, a wonderful name. It is 1-0 to Tottenham against the runner play, I think. Corner for Spurs. To the penalty spot. Markovic is going to hopefully run it clear. He just smashes upfield, finds Sole. Sole's got 2 options if they can get into the area quick enough. Into the front post, Dimmy's there, and of course Dimmy doesn't score because he can't. Cordoba makes a save. Half time then, it's going to be 1-0 to Tottenham, and I think it's time for me to start getting angry and throwing some stuff. Aggressively, come on lads, show a bit of desire. Everyone listen, there we go. All of my strikers are playing terrible. One of them's gone off injured, and we're 1-0 down. Cordoba with a free kick finds Stevkovic just in front of him. Montoya in the centre circle. Where are you going to go, Dennis? Where are you going to go? Plays it out. Bassaouni's got plenty of space there. 4 players in the box if he can find one. Sole. Kampar's there. Nenad Kampar has made it 1-1. Pascual Sole with the assist. Sole is actually a very good signing. I wasn't quite sure whether he was ideal for me. Turns out he's pretty good. On the hour mark, Harry Kane has come on for Tottenham. He's still here apparently, but we're not really getting anything happening. Cordoba with a goal kick for Tottenham. Pizzola to Vallejo. Gabrielli. Ragab to Trevino, the goal scorer. Forward, Harry Kane, who must be about 67 years old right now. Trevino gets the ball back. Forward to Kane. Kane's not going to get there. Andil Maheo does. Kicks upfield over the halfway line. Dimmy controls it. Finds Pascal Sole. First time pass to Kampar into the area. Nenad Kampar forced a save out of Cordoba. And Pascal Sole, though, manages to get the rebound, making it 2-1. That is a great little finish. Pizzola with a throw for Tottenham. Gabrielli. Trevino inside the area. He's taken a deflection off, of course, it's Boban Stevkovic, because that's what he does. It's 2-2. It's not gone down as an own goal. Fabian Trevino is going to claim it. But Boban Stevkovic once again getting involved in a goal for the other team. I'm going to encourage them. Cordoba with a goal kick. Maheo. Forward to Markovic. Does a little turn. Gets it forward to Dimmy. Dimmy, who's absolutely appalling. That is a wonderful pass, though. Bassaouni into the area. Of course he's hit it wide. He's a left back. He's not supposed to be there. Cordoba with a goal kick for Tottenham. Over the halfway line towards Gustafsson. Bassaouni gets it with his foot somehow. Gets the ball back forward to Kampar. Kampar's there. He's taken it round one. Nenad Kampar has just scored an absolutely wonderful goal. Bassaouni's getting an assist, but realistically, Kampar did all the hard work there. Can we just hold on? We've got 4 minutes left to play. And I really don't want to concede another late goal. Markovic's throw. Kampar in the area. Loads of players in there. Doesn't really do anything with it. Markovic gets the ball back. Kicks into one of their players. Fenton, forward. It's Davison Sanchez who collects it. Trevino, Ragab, Gase, or Gase, I don't know. Kane forward. Vasquez runs forward into the area. Stevkovic with a great tackle. And John Gustafsson has made it 3-3 in the 90th minute. What is going on here? defensively, we've just been absolutely shocking. Maheu 6.2, Stevkovic 6.3, Kamara gets a 6.5, and that is full time. It is a 1-1 draw. It is our first draw of the season. We had 11 shots on target, scored 3 goals. They had 5 shots on target and got 3 goals. Assertively, that was not good enough. Everyone seemed to listen. I'd say this Sam Page guy, I'm thinking of getting rid of him because he's a little bit too soft for my liking. Oh no, that is not good. Gustavo Ortuzzo is out for 7 to 8 weeks with a broken toe, injured after sprinting. I'm not sure how that happens, but he's done it anyway. The next episode is not going to be very far away at all in terms of matches. It is going to be the Burnley game and it is going to be the Southampton game. I've picked these two because Burnley, as you know, is a local derby for Blackburn. Southampton is my team, so I want to play Southampton, and I think that might be the 100th episode, which is kind of quite fitting. Before we end the episode, though, we're going to go forward a couple of days because I think we have the youth intake on the 5th of March, so we'll go forward a couple of days and we'll see that. It's taken until the 9th of March. I thought it was going to be the 5th, but apparently not. So the youth intake is here. I have literally just seen this page. I've not looked at any single player. Lee Butler looks as if he could possibly emerge as one of the best players of his generation. Okay, we'll have a look at him first then, shall we? Yeah, he looks pretty good. For a 15-year-old, admittedly he's going to turn 16 in about 2 months' time, he looks like a very decent footballer. He's got 5-star potential. 1-star current ability already. I'm liking the mental stats. Determination is 16. He's fairly determined. He also runs with the ball down the right-hand side. I like Lee Butler. In terms of the other players then, there's nothing massively that stands out. Obviously, Lee Butler is the best. Let's take a look at Ryan Davidson. He is a left winger. I don't play wingers at the moment, so he'll probably be retrained as a wing-back. He's alright, I guess. Mathieu Goyot is the other one, who's an attacking midfielder, but he can probably play in the middle as a Mazzala. Yes, he can. Good. He's not bad. He gets forward whenever possible. He's quite similar, I'd say, to our previous small French midfielder in Michael Gasser. Mick Cook is a player who they don't rate particularly highly, but he has got 17 determination, so he might turn out to be one of the better players. And he's also not terrible. He's fast, and he's got great eyes. Also, Brad Goodall, he doesn't look awful. I mean, he doesn't look good, but he certainly doesn't look awful. And Paul Harvey, 16-year-old English centre-back, he's 6'2". He's got 20 determination, 14 heading, 19 bravery, 14 tackling. He looks really good. He needs a tutor, I think. Rod Wedderburn is also a young defender who looks like he could get... He looks like he's got some decent technical stats. He needs a bit of tutoring. Potential isn't great, but we all know that when you get players in your youth team, they do fluctuate in terms of potential ability. That is going to do it then for this episode. Looking at the league table, we're currently sat 3rd place, 29 games in. We are, 6 points behind Manchester United, just 3 points behind Leicester. So 2nd place is still a possibility. Although, realistically, if we finish where we currently are sat, that is a ridiculously good season. Also, Leicester, somehow challenging for the title again. Sunderland, somehow in the Premier League and challenging for the title. Crystal Palace are up there as well. Some of the big clubs in the league. You've got Tottenham in 8th, Man City in 9th. You've got Arsenal down in 15th. They lost 6-2 to Southampton. Liverpool in 16th. So some of the bigger clubs are not performing very well, which is probably why we're actually up the table where we are. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.